In this video, I'm going to break down the ultimate FTMO risk management strategy. And by watching this video, it's going to give you an unfair advantage. As a matter of fact, by the end of watching this video, you have absolutely no excuse for not being able to pass an FTMO challenge or other prop firm challenge. As a matter of fact, what I'm about to show you was actually taught to me by a guy that's passed 15 different prop firm challenges. And a matter of fact, he's actually never failed a challenge using this risk management strategy. There's only 2 times where he didn't hit the profit target, so he got the free retake, but all the other times he passed the FTMO or other prop firm challenge on the very first try using this specific risk management strategy that I bet you're probably not using. So how does this all work? Well, as you guys know, passing a prop firm challenge is not really actually that easy. Only 16% or so actually end up passing phase 1, and actually only 6% of people generally pass both phases. So the odds are very low. Now, why is that? Well, mainly because what they're asking you to do is actually quite difficult. What they're asking you to do, right, is do a 10% profit with no more than 5% drawdown in a day and no more than 10% drawdown overall. And on top of that, they're putting this time pressure on where you only have 30 calendar days to trade it, which is really like 20 trading days if you really think about it. So having a good strategy and a good risk management strategy is extremely important. So what I'm going to show you with this risk management strategy can be applied to any trading strategy that you already are using, or at the end, I'll actually show you the exact same strategy that this guy was able to pass over 15 different challenges using. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So here's the idea behind this. The idea here, because there is a 10-day minimum, at least on FTMO, right? Meaning that you have to trade 10 days minimum. So the goal here with this risk management strategy is to just make 1% per day. And if we can make 1% per day over the course of 10 days, then boom, we make our 10% profit target. Yet we don't want to hit this 5% max drawdown or this 10% max overall drawdown. Okay, so with the goal of making 1% per day, here's the risk management strategy and how it actually works. So the first trade that you're going to take is essentially we are going to look for a 1 to 2 risk to reward trade. Okay, meaning that as a matter of fact, we are only going to risk 0.5% or $500 on a $100,000 challenge in order to hopefully make our 1% goal. Now, if this is the case and you take this very first trade and you happen to risk 1 in order to make 2, which is 0.5% in order to make 1%, and you hit it, fantastic. You made your 1% and you are done trading for the day. Okay, so this is how you can do this without having to spend hours and hours and take tons of trades every day. Now, let's say that you actually happen to lose this trade. Well, if you lose this trade, you're going to take a second chance trade. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for a higher probability trade. So instead of going for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, on the second trade, actually what we're going to do is we're going to just go for a 1 to 1 risk to reward ratio, which obviously we're going to have a lot higher chance at actually hitting this trade successfully simply because it's a lower risk to reward. Now on this trade, we're actually going to adjust our risk. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to risk 1.5% in order to potentially make 1.5%. Now, why do we do this? Well, what he told me is that if you've lost your initial trade, so say your account is down 0.5% for the day, but then you come in here and you win 1.5%, well, boom, then we've netted out our 1% daily goal, right? And we're done trading. So we basically have 2 opportunities to make this 1% trade. Now, worst case scenario, you lose your 0.5% trade, and then you also lose your 1.5% trade. So worst case scenario, you're down 2% for the day. Now, with these specific risk to reward ratios here, it's unlikely that you're actually going to lose both of these trades. You actually have a higher chance of winning a 1% than you do of losing 2%. So this is the idea behind this risk management strategy. It allows you to have this second chance trade in order to make up for your first trade, which could happen to be a loss, and you'll still make your 1% daily goal. I think this is maybe one of the best risk management strategies, especially if you know what you're doing and you have a trading strategy. Now, the guy that I was telling you about who passed 15 challenges, hasn't failed one, only got 2 times where he didn't hit the profit target and got the retake. He calls these first trades that he takes, he calls these impulse trades. And then these second trades, he calls them second chance trades. Now, if you're not familiar with how to actually find these impulse and second chance trades, then what I did is I actually put a video on screen where I interviewed him actually more in depth, where he talks about his $1,000 per day formula, and he breaks down the exact trading strategy of what he's looking for and when he's looking for, on what currencies he's looking for, these impulse and second chance trades. So what you need to do right now is check out that video so you can understand exactly how to use that in conjunction with this risk management strategy.